Great to come once again to the Gillie Priest Revolutionary channel. And I've been missing in action now for let's say about 2-3 weeks because as you may have all know, I'm being comprehensively involved in working on this coming conference dealing with deportees, where some is referred to as involuntary returning migrants. But me use the word deportee. Some people take offense to that word. I personally do not, but for those who take offense to it, I basically apologize to that, but that's a term I want to use because it connotates a certain mindset within this society. And we have an upcoming conference. It is a launching of the first annual conference of the Forged by Time Limited. Some of you already know about the Forged by Time Limited. Is an organization which was conceptualized during my incarcerated period within the United States, specifically in New York State. And I did 45 years for those who are first been introduced to the Gillie Priest Revolutionary Challenge. And during those 45 years, a lot of brethren had made certain type of commitment to those who had remained incarcerated. That once them come to Jamaica, they want to try to establish a foundation to assist those who will be deported, to assist those who had already been deported, and as well as to find commonality and assist those who are even incarcerated within Jamaica itself. So just to give you a brief introduction with this conference will be going to take place August 17 at the Simon Boulevard Cultural Center located at 10-12 North Parade. That's right on the northern side of the park in downtown Kingston, at the heart of the city. Simon Boulevard building is located right at the corner of North Parade and Church Street, close to the War Theatre, on the same side of the street for those who are familiar with the landmark War Theatre. So let me kind of just basically run through an introductory thing here, and then we can delve into something. Forged by Time is a Jamaican-based social enterprise founded not only by myself but others who have been involved in the struggle. But as for myself, I'm a formerly incarcerated individual, among others, whose life experience has inspired a lifelong mission of rehabilitation for those who need to be rehabilitated, reintegration, and self-empowerment. Presently, we're working out of a foundation in West Kingston, but we have just been given a space to function out at 131 Tower Street. And we have been given a one-day occupancy of the Jamaican Council for Human Rights, which is located at 131 Tower Street. That's almost at the corner of Tower Street and Duke Street in downtown Kingston. And we are working out of the office again of the Jamaican Council of Human Rights. We will be there once a week, Tuesdays all day. So anyone having any concern who would like to liaison with us, meet with us, seek our assistance, offer us assistance, offer us physical support, offer us mental support, you are welcome to meet with us now on Tuesdays at 131 Tower Street, almost at the corner of Tower Street and Duke Street in downtown Kingston. So we give thanks to the human rights, to the Jamaican Council of Human Rights for giving us a space to have an office to operate out of, where we can meet concerned individuals to discuss issues and give out assistance. And we seek to organize and serve juveniles, adult, and involuntary returning migrants, commonly referred to as deportees, helping them navigate societal reintegration and rebuild their lives with dignity and support. I, Gillie Priest, right, is basically the founding president of this organization. And to give you a little background, born January 31st, 1960 in Kingston, Jamaica. I migrated to the US permanently in order to finish my schooling in 1979. I've been going to visiting the US and a half since 1965, but kind of take up residence in 79. And after enduring false imprisonment and gaining first-hand knowledge of systemic injustice, I earned an associate degree from the University of the State of New York in 1983, a bachelor in behavioral science from Mercy College 2015, and a master's in professional studies from New York Theological Seminary in 2019. I also completed additional courses Bard College, Alliance University, and Columbia University. Now, why do I relate these things? I relate these degrees not because I have any sense of profound pride in these accomplishments, but it is a tool which I'm now presently able to use while advocating to assist people who are presently incarcerated in the United States, people who are presently incarcerated right here in Jamaica, as well as the involuntary returning migrants who we commonly refer to as deportees. Sometime in 2023, I published my autobiography, Forged by Time, and it is a testament to resilience and transformation in terms of growth and development. Through our leadership, Forged by Time channels the same spirit into social action for Jamaica's marginalized population. Now we have to have a vision. Where does this vision will take us in the future? Why do we rely upon a special vision that we believe can enhance and develop those who need help within these categories identified? Our mission, or part of our mission, is to provide a structured community-based pathway for juveniles and adult rehabilitation and reintegration of involuntary returning migrants into Jamaican society. We seek to become a trusted one-step hub that connects returning citizens to critical resources, support network, and governmental and private agencies. Vision. Our vision is to create a society where every person, regardless of past circumstances, can reclaim their dignity, access opportunities, and contribute meaningfully to national development. Forged by Time Limited envisions becoming a national and international model for reintegration and restorative justice program. We want to establish a national reintegration support center, a centralized hub for returning migrants and formerly incarcerated individuals. Services we want to provide is dealing with counseling, skill training, legal referral, job placement, and housing assistance. Community awareness and educational campaign is central and integral to what we are trying to do on an overall basis. So we're going to have to, in the future somewhere, we have to leverage the media, academic panels, and public forums to reduce stigma. Stigma is a thing that is crippling the deported community, these involuntary returning migrants to Jamaica. We are being stigmatized to the point where we become refugees within our own land. So leveraging the media to assist us in lifting this stigmatization, fostering academic panels that can better sieve out the issues that we are facing and bringing it to the society for those who form sociological perspective and presents to government how to deal with this special group. And public forums. We need public forums, and one of the first public forums is this conference that will be taking place on August 17 in downtown Kingston. We want to engage youth and civil society in discussions about rehabilitation and second chance. In terms of who are we aiming to engage within this process, we want to engage government and NGO partnerships, collaborate with Jamaican ministries and international organizations, formalize referral pathway for support and reintegration service. We also have to gear zoning and sustainability in terms of funding models to secure grants and sponsorship for a 3-year period from 2025 to 2028. Develop revenue-generated initiatives, including workshops, publications, and export-import ventures, including producing and product and legal cannabis, pending compliance with the rules and laws of Jamaica and any foreign country which we seek to engage. Now let's go in a little bit on this August 17. The theme of this conference is about rebuilding lives, restoring dignity, reintegration in action. And again, August the 17th, downtown Kingston. At the present moment, I would like to say we are expecting to see about 150 guests, maybe more, maybe less. And I'd like to take this opportunity to really big up the Virgin Jaboni, Oswald Dawkins, W. Williams, Chihuahua, Robert Barnes, Mr. C, Carmeta Alvarez, the Pudding Factory in St. Anne's, another Virgin Tough Crackers. These are people who have contributed their time and efforts and resources in trying to see to it that this upcoming conference will be a success. So we basically have to give them a shout out. Conference objective, official public launch of the Forge by Time Limit. This is going to be our public launching, where we welcome those who it will be served, their sympathizers and empathizers, to come in and help us move this program and objectives forward. Another one of our objectives is to raise awareness of reintegration challenges and community-based solutions. We also want to highlight the lived experiences of returning migrants and ex-offenders, encourage donation and long-term investment into our 3 years operational plan. Talking about the conference features, we really do not want to really have a panel discussion. Our initial intent was to seek to have panel discussion with international scholars, including a future panel with one professor that is in Sweden, Professor Maria Malmström, and other academia who want us to help us. But knowing of the time restriction that we will have within the space where we function, we will not be able to really put on things such as panel. But there will be discussions on and off the program floor. We are going to have a segment where the interluding period we will have cultural entertainment, and some individual can network with people whenever we take a break, like for lunch or a recess or whatever. Basic provision will be provided for food provision will be provided. We cannot afford an extensive food provision, and this is not the occasion to have an extensive food provision for the people who will be attending. But like water, something to drink, and a little snack maybe that will be provided. While we are presently seeking keynote speakers to address the function from a relevant capacity, at the present moment, just at the present moment, one of our keynote speakers will be Carla Oglata, and she is the she's the president of the Jamaican Council of Human Rights. She's a woman that is well known within the civic circle of Jamaica and within international circles. She is the one that has given us access to the space to function out of her office to assist returning prisoners to the community, both from within Jamaican prisons and prisons within foreign countries who are being deported. So we are looking forward to add the relevant speakers from the Minister of Justice, the Ministry of Security, the Ministry of Health, and the Ministry of Social Development. But because of the present political climate in Jamaica, where election will be held within a few months or even within a few weeks' time, a lot of the offices that we are reaching out to are expressing their concern of not being able possibly to attend because of the political engagement, the campaigning that is taking. But maybe sometime later we may be able to get someone from those offices. Using this channel in order to broadcast what we are doing in the Gillie Priest Revolutionary channel, and we are going to try to host a 1 hour, if not more, program at the function. We are going to try to set up the channel using the appropriate technological equipment, if they can be attained, to videotape the entire event and have it broadcast later on YouTube. We are also going to try to re-engage the public through the media of radio station, television, social platform, and places like that. We need to have, in order to be successful in this endeavor, we need a good public relation outreach to national and international news outlets. So anyone who is listening to this program, viewing this program, who believe they can assist us in terms of engaging the media, and we'll be talking about within the next 35 days before August 17th, we need assistance in getting out this message, to passing it on about the Forge by Time Limited conference that is coming up August. We need the word by mouth. And those who can engage media, speak on it, we would appreciate it. We're trying to get a good turnout, a good base in which when they disperse, they could take the messages back to their community, back to their parishes, back to their region. Because we are looking forward to their participation on each and every level. Forged by Time Limited is a narrative of resistance within itself. It is a resistance that grew out of the oppression and the oppressive atmosphere of which Jamaicans are being incarcerated, not only in Jamaica, but throughout the entire world. And there appears to be a lack of concern, a lack of initiative to be taken to assist returning residents, to assist Jamaicans who are imprisoned in foreign country, and to give humane treatment even to the Jamaicans who are incarcerated in Jamaica. They have no voice. No one is speaking up for them. No one is looking out for them. No one is rendering us. They exist exclusively at the lack of mercy of those who are appointed to oversee their care and custody. So we have taken up this mantle. We have taken up this challenge. We are Forged by Time Limited. We advocate on their behalf. We try to improve their condition. We try to seek the release of those who should be released. We try to make sure those who are incarcerated get the best medical treatment. We are best positioned because we ourselves has experienced these degradation and degradation. This is not an academic pursuit from us. This is not just a civil or a societal basic concern of human rights and human development and human progress. We have been forged by the time we have been incarcerated and experienced racist, penal system that advocate against us, that try to stamp out the humanity out of us. So that is the base where we are coming from. We need an open dialogue between the global south and the global north system, because this thing about mass deportation, which even President Trump and all them European countries is pushing, it is come from a right-wing base. It's not just about deporting people. It is about nations and people trying to hang on to their privileges. And part of the blowback from that is the treatment of people, how they've been deported, how they have been dispossessed, how they have been alienated from their families, how they have been languishing away in immigration prisons all over the world. These issues are issues that are of concern to us. These are issues which must be addressed. We also seek to expand our international collaboration with universities and other non-governmental organizations. Forged by Time Limited is more than an organization. It is a movement grounded in truth, healing, and forward-thinking social impact. Under our leadership, we are forging a new path for Jamaica's forgotten population. Through strategic partnership, national engagement, and global collaboration, the vision laid out here will guide our journey for the next 3 years and more. To contact us, you may contact Michael Aaron, who is President and CEO, which is myself, Gillie, by email, forgedbytimelimited@gmail.com, forged, F-O-R-G-E-D, by time, limited@gmail.com, or you may call 876-880-0827. I repeat, 876-880-0827. And again, you may come in on Tuesdays to liaison with us at 131 Tower Street, Kingston. That's almost at the corner of Tower Street and Duke Street. We are there every Tuesday, not Thursdays. We are there every Tuesday morning, and we will be there from 9 to about 3:30. And we will be able to assist those who are seeking assistance and information. The thing is this, is that at the present moment, we are assisting people within the New York State prison system in particular. Forged by Time has reached out to the Legal Aid Society in New York. And the Legal Aid Society in New York is an organization that assists people who are going to the parole board. And when they get parole. A lot of them will be paroled to immigration pending deportation. A lot of these brethren and sisters coming home, they have lost almost all contact with relatives and friends back in Jamaica. So Forged by Time Limited has availed themselves to that disconnected future returning resident and let them know them can contact us. We will try to locate families. We will try to locate friends. We will try to do referrals in terms of seeking them, helping them to seek public assistance in whatever field, maybe housing, food, clothing, whatever way we can assist them. We at the present time, Forged by Time Limited, do not have any material resources to bequeath to these individuals. So what we try to do is to make referrals to other organizations and other places who may be able to assist them. Now there's another thing that Forged by Time Limited is going to concentrate on, not only during the conference, but thereafter. And I'm going to give you the context of where this issue has come out. When I was in the system for 45 years, we had advocated for Jamaica to become a signatory to the Prison Transfer Treaty. And what is the Prison Transfer Treaty? The Prison Transfer Treaty is a standing treaty that has been in existence since the 1960s, where people who are tried and convicted in a foreign country may return to the land of their citizenship, may return to the land of their birth to complete their sentence instead of being incarcerated in distant land away from friends and friends. One of the main reasons why this international law was brought forth and brought into existence is because they recognize the special hardship that people face in foreign countries, especially when you're talking about black people being arrested, tried and convicted in these European countries where they have a systemic racism. All these decades we have been appealing to the Jamaican government to become a signatory to this treaty. No, it is not a treaty where if Jamaica sign it mean that everybody going to return to Jamaica to complete their sentence. Straight up, most Jamaica now come to Jamaica can complete no sentence. But you have certain individuals who, especially those who has find themselves unjustly arrested, tried and convicted in foreign land, they rather come back home instead of bearing that unbearable experience within the penal system of foreign countries. A lot of people always are saying, boy, the system in America, penal system, is better than the system in Jamaica. Well, it depends on what you call better, you know. Straight out, it depends on what you call better. Because if what you call better, you should get your humanity abused and stamped in the ground on a daily basis, based upon some people's racial proclivity. Some will not find that bearable. Some will find that intolerable and would rather return home. So we have been advocating for that. And I'm going to use Trinidad as an example. For years, Trinidad has refused to sign the Prison Transfer Treaty. America is a signatory to it. Almost every European country is a signatory to it. Because once them citizens get tried and convicted in a foreign country, especially black, them white government in them country, they find it against them dignity. If in a black country imprison a white man. So what them say, give it back with citizens. Bring the citizens home. And them go to America. Some of them do not time. Them just walk through the prison door. Because them don't respect the judicial process in a free type of country from free type of people. We are the only people who seem to worship the judicial dictates of white people country. We take it as law and gospel, just like how today the white man doctrine has been indoctrinated within our consciousness so deep that we can't see any other existence than the one with them bequeathed to us. I saw them have us captive. So go back to the thing with Trinidad. Trinidad for years refused to sign the Prison Transfer Treaty. Till when? Till when the Attorney General for Trinidad, I think it was sometime in the 90s or early 2000s, his son got arrested, tried and convicted for drugs trafficking in Florida. And him get almost 100 years. And you know what Trinidad do? Trinidad signed the Prison Transfer Treaty just so the Attorney General's son could have returned to Trinidad instead of doing 50, 60, 70 years in a prison in America. See, so when you create that we are going to Jamaica, because the government minister's son not down here, And the government ministers, pitney and friend, no get chopped off up there, on that level there. They refuse to sign the prison transfer treaty. They refuse to help us judicially. They refuse to help us when we lock up in the prison system. And when we come back to Jamaica, they refuse to help us. So it's one lifelong experience of denial. Even before a lot of the brethren them left Jamaica for going to a foreign country go venture. The only interaction with the Jamaican state was always from an hostile perspective, an exploitative perspective, a degrading experience. When will this come to an end? When will it? No, you know when it will come to an end? It will come to an end when we bring it to an end. So we're going to advocate for Jamaica to become a signatory to the prison transfer treaty. Like I said, becoming a signatory to the prison transfer treaty does not mean say a bulk of Jamaica will try to come to Jamaica and do them time. You may get 1, you may get 2, you may get 3. And at the same time when you sign, you still talking about the Jamaican state. The state still have the right to deny the request of the individual who seek to come home. You can still sign it and deny it. You see what I say? So these are the things that we are talking about. Whenever the lower class within the society appeal to government for anything, all we get is a brute force hammer over our head. We have reached out to the top executive members of both the JLP and the People's National Party, as well as government, and inviting them to our upcoming opening conference so them can come there and divulge their intent towards these returning migrants, especially towards that influx that they expect to come in during the Donald Trump administration. Right now, there's a discussion going on within the Jamaican government about placing anchor bracelet upon returning residents. Residents, even if they have committed crime in the US, have completed their sentence. Now you're going to come chain them up in Jamaica. Them they are the things that we are talking about. And the people who are suggest, I want to listen to this, you know. The people who are suggest to put anchor bracelets, I talk about the individuals who is making this recommendation to government, and even black people. You're talking about Chinese and Syrians who have come up with this dastardly legislation for chain up black people upon them foot again today. So black man for walk around with chain in Jamaica upon them foot. And the man them not commit no crime in Jamaica. The man them for those who commit crime, them serve them sentence already. Them pay them debt to society. And when you come back there, you go tell me say no, based on crime and punishment, you go put back chain upon them foot. How long you think people going to go for that? How long do you believe people going to succumb to such dastardly intent towards people who have committed no crimes in this society? But because the white man them in England and Canada and America and them country there give you a record and tell you, so well, them man get convicted in a foreign country, you take it as gospel. And you take it as gospel to the point where you want to re-punish them. For what? Why you want to put chain on people foot back in Jamaica? What is the reason and purpose for that? Is that the only way you can monitor? Is it always has to be a hostile perspective vis-a-vis government and people who have been subjugated from oppression from the year 1509 in Jamaica? See, me I speak from a position of resistance, you know. Me I speak from a position where my grandmother, my mother's side of the family and my father's side of the family has fought for liberation in this country from the 1700s. My grandmother, Agatha Smart from Moortown, up in the mountains, the Maroon Mountains up in Portland. And me not wreck Maroon. Me is an individual, me not wreck that name there. Me not allow nobody to refer to me as no Maroon. But the fact still remain, my bloodline come from there. So. See, and my individual bloodline a fight for liberation in this country from the 1730s. Go look it up who want it. Go start with Agatha Smart from out of Moortown. Go start with Lillian Hendricks from out of Scotland. So that's the reality we're dealing with. So me if you come now in my time, come subject myself to laws and penalties that is being proposed by the same set of people and them ancestors who held us in bondage for 400 years? Nah, man. No sanky no sing so. No sanky no sing so, family. We are born resistor, and we are going to resist it. We are going to resist it. You can't re-penalize people for crimes that them already been punished and society has found they have paid their dues. And when you land at Jamaica, you have to talk about you are going to imprison him again, and you have to put chain on him foot, and you not give him no job, and you not give him no way to live. Sometimes, you know, this enough for the brethren them may come down. Them never look nothing from society. You know, the only thing they ask you, to leave them alone. Leave them alone so them can interact within the society as any normal human being want to interact within their own given society. But this thing has reached a proportion where foreigners, people even born in Jamaica, enjoy the fruits of those who fought for liberation from the 1700s, from the 16th century, which is the 1500s. And them are bear the bounty in the country. And them are bear the bounty in the society. Look at the place where all of the prison and building in Jamaica. You think it is a coincidence that every prison in Jamaica is either built upon a slave trading post, meaning where them used to sell and buy slave, or upon a plantation? Use General Penitentiary in downtown Kingston as an example. Which part them build General Penitentiary used to be a slave trading post upon the same ground where our ancestors was bought and sold, is the same place our people are being in prison today in the most barbaric condition. We who are fought for liberation of this country from the 1700s is still paying the price. Still paying that's the price. Because technically the state is a captured state. Those who govern the state of Jamaica had captured it from the true blood-born leaders of this country. And we're paying the price for it. Because all you know if you do it, black people is in prison, black people and punish black people and deny black people. We have turned this entire country into a country where black man has become nothing but spectators to glorify one, to become nothing but cheerleaders for one, when all people want is to be left alone. And those are some of the things we are going to address at this conference. And we're not there to be hostile against government or hostile against. They said, no, we are inviting you. We are inviting you to participate. We are inviting you to come and highlight your intent to the people. How you can assist them, how they can assist themselves. The anxiety that society have against any type of crime and violence going up in this country because of this anticipated explosive return of so-called deportees. But if the position where government going to take is a position where it is hostile, it is adversarial, it is them come down and we are further punish them. No, we can't go for that. We can't tolerate that. That is not our intent. That is not the majority of returning people. You have people who get deported who don't even have a criminal record in a foreign. Them get deported because of civic violation. Them overstay them visa. Them start the process to legalize themselves, and for whatever economic reason or social reason, them never complete it. We know one person who get deported because my driver is broken, what you call it? One of them make a backlight upon him vehicle. So that lead to the man deportation. And when the man that come to Jamaica, you deal with him like him is some hostile, violent criminal. And what we supposed to do? We supposed to just sit back and look foreigners run this country. We supposed to just sit back and watch sellouts run this country, whether them in power or them out of power. That is what we supposed to do. We supposed to become the cheerleaders. Well, I tell you what, some people may subjugate themselves to them type of thinking there and them type of thing there. But me not subjugate myself to them thing there. My ancestors have never subjugate them thing there to fill the bloodline. Never. So all we are seeking is to collaborate where we can collaborate in terms of improving the life and the prospect of the deportees, improving the life and prospect of the involuntary returning resident. to use that euphemism that a lot of more people is comfortable with. It is a way of hiding from reality in a certain respect. Yeah, you have people who counsel me and you have people who say, boy, Gillie, I think that when you use the word deport, you should move away from it. And I can't understand that. I can't understand people have them position there. But Jamaica is a hard, hostile society where even terminology not impact them. That even terminology impact them. So we can use all the highfalutin euphemism, all that is good. But that's still not going to change the condition of the man will get deported on the ground. So I just say them, my brethren and sisters, so whoever can assist us, who can reach out to us and give us financial assistance. Kind of long one, we're going to want our own headquarters, we're going to want our own building. You understand? We're going to want our own properties where we can really provide employment for these returning residents. Where employment will be owned by a free company. We're owned by Forge by Time Limited. Because that's one of the reasons when people encourage me and say, Gillie, start a non-profit. I say, I'm not a non-profit business. We want to start a profitable business where we can employ these returning residents. And one of the things we're going to do at this conference, we're going to build a database bank. Name of the individual, how them can be contacted, what type of skills them have, what type of tool them need, what type of trade them seek, what type of help them need. And build these banks so we can reach out to places that does employment, reach out to places that can procure the tools that these people need to venture out in them trades. We need these practical solutions. So when politicians will tell you about right now we can't attend the function because we are campaigning and we are trying to win power for run the country. This is a fundamental issue that is tied to you trying to win power. This is an issue that is a platform that you can stand on. What is your vision for the dealing with the hundreds, if not thousands, of returning migrants, deportees to this country? What is your vision? What is your intent? What is your plan? So we're looking forward to your support on August 17 at 10-12 North Parade at the Simon Boulevard Cultural Center. Come out, come give your support. Whether you are a deportee or not, sympathizer, empathizer, family members or just a friend, come out and give us our support. You know, come and spend a day within the community so we can trash out and set the projection for where do we go into the future with this. Because we are building a movement, we are building an organization. We are building something that will not only be local or regional or national, but also international. So we need your support. And we need support on each and every level. So come out and support us. August 17th, Simon Boulevard Cultural Center, 10-12 North Parade. That's right on the northern side of the William Grant Park in downtown Kingston. Tell others about it. For those people that you are in contact on a daily basis, introduce the organization to them. Forge by Time Limited. Again, we can be contacted 876-880-0827 or by our email address forgebytimelimited@gmail.com. We are also functioning out of the Jamaican Council of Human Rights office every Tuesday, right, from about 9 to about 3 in the afternoon, and every Tuesday, located at 131 Tower Street, almost at the corner of Tower Street and Duke Street in downtown, in that law firm district area. So give us your support. You understand? Pass on this program, Gillie Preach Revolutionary, to others. Send it to others. Especially this specific one that is talking about the upcoming conference. And again, we need support. We need financial support. We need resources. So come out and support the organization, because you are supporting yourself. You are supporting the country. This is what this organization is about. This organization intends to be a perpetual organization in the life and times of this country. And we are going to stand up. We are going to stand up as human beings. We are going to stand up for those who are incapable to stand up for themselves. We are going to stand up for those who are being deliberately being held down. We are going to stand up for those who are incarcerated within the penal system in Jamaica. They are a part of our family. They are a part of our community. We are all tied to the same common ancestors in this country. And they cannot get away from you. Listen to it. In the very prisons where Jamaicans are in prison, they are in prison in places that were built on the slave trading posts. In any other country, these sites would have been historical sites of memorial, where people go and pay reverence to their ancestors who were violated by the European system. Today, the bill and imprisoned the very descendants of those people who were sold at those posts. And you tell me, say me for respect that. And that me for respect. With self-respecting individual or with self-respecting group of people would have done something like that. No, man, only in them old colonial country them thing there. Only in them colonial country them thing there, man. So again, brethren and sisters, and I apologize to those who have taken time out from doing the Rastafari Promise Key Ceremony, because I get tied up into this conference and the Deportees. But I don't forget about the Rastafari Promise. It is a fundamental part of this channel, and it will continue at the right and appropriate time. But of now, we are zooming in on the upcoming conference. Again, August 17 at the Simon Boulevard